Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Dumbbell Nan Moteru episode 10. So, last episode, it was pretty much a Machio-based episode. We got to meet his trainer, Barnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, I guess if you're going to have a trainer, it might as well be that guy that nobody knows except for Hibiki and her friend. Meanwhile, the teacher is confusing her for another action star, who shall be nameless. But they hadn't contacted each other since he left the school, since Machio left school. And he asked him why hadn't he contacted him since then, and Barnold tells him, about that. The phone that had your number in it fell in the water, and I lost your number. And Machio, because Hibiki says, you could have just called him. And he goes, yeah, well, the phone that had his number on it, I accidentally crushed it as I was practicing my poses. So both of them lost their number. Anyway, he came by. He's like testing him out. He had one of those little grip things that you squeeze to help with your like hand strength and your grip strength, you know. And he had, I guess, the third most, powerful grip. Like, it had the most resistance, third most resistance. And Machio just crushed it. Then he's all, okay, well, I got this bodybuilding competition coming up in a few days. You should come by and participate. Which he does. A lot of people there, and Barnold is explaining to the girls how the competition works. Like how they do the scoring and all that. And then it comes time for Machio to come up. And when he starts doing his pose, he doesn't even do more than one. He does one pose. You see this light come up from behind him. And all of the other competitors just bow down to him. Because he is now the muscle god, or the god of muscles. Whichever you prefer to call him. And he meets up with Barnold, and he's telling him, you know, I didn't see any of the world-class bodybuilders at this competition. So, was this just another test? And Barnold is like, yes, it was another test. Because the real thing is in Las Vegas, and we are going to go there and compete against each other. And Machio's like, no, I'm not going to be able to make that. I got a lot of clients, and I got a lot of work to do at the gym, and I can't make it. Barnold didn't think that through. He thought he'd tell him, we're going to Vegas and we're going to compete, and he would just jump on it. But Machio's a good trainer. He's like, no, I got a bunch of people I gotta help. You know, I got a lot of clients at the gym, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So one day, they'll be able to go to Vegas and compete against each other. But that's not this time. So that's what happened in the last episode. Hibiki and her friend and... let me get the names up here. I keep forgetting that I got them written down. Hibiki, Ayaka, and Akemi. They were pretty much the ones surrounding Barnold the entire time. Obviously, Akemi is doing it because she's got a muscle fetish. Hibiki and Ayaka are doing it because they're huge fans of his. They've seen pretty much every one of his movies. So they're just fangirling out over Barnold being there and then meeting him and being at this competition in his VIP section, watching this bodybuilding competition and having him explain how the rules work and how the grading system is and everything. The scoring system, not grading system, sorry. And while Barnold left, his assistant, or secretary, I can't remember which one, Jason Statham, stayed behind to keep an eye on Machio and see his progress so he can let Barnold know how it's going. And if he needs any help with anything, he'll just be in the back with the other guys. So, yeah. Let's get into this episode and see what they're going to do this time. Alright, so the video is going to be located over here. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. What do we got over here? We're good. Alright, now we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.